Last week for my 30k subscriber special, I decided to play in the weekly ESL Cup and compete doing challenges only. You guys liked that video so much that I decided to do it again and maybe might even make it a weekly thing. Now today I'm gonna try something different. Last week I tried a randomizer to choose my challenges. Today I'm gonna try to choose my challenges myself per map to see what you guys like more. And the rule I have is that I still can only do one challenge per series. So I can't play Ghost only every game or Cheese every game or so. Now just to refresh your mind, the challenges available are Bomb Cloud, Penguin Brothers, Cheese, Raven Hellion, Ghost to Grandmaster, and my new series Cyclone Mine to Grandmaster. A little bit of a promo for that show. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, first series of today is against a 5.4k Grandmaster Terran. Now, looking at the strength of my challenges overall, this should be a pretty 50-50 series. Now, the maps are Moondance, then Data Sea, and then Tropical Sacrifice. And since I have to split my challenges out, I already have a pretty good idea. I think on this first map, I'm gonna play Raven Hellion, and on the second map, I think I want to go for Ghosts, Ghost only, but I guess we'll see how that goes. I'm actually surprisingly not familiar with how he plays. I know who it is. I've heard of his name before. I've seen him play before, I think. At least once. But I'm not familiar with how he plays. And I think we also haven't faced him in one of the actual Challenge to Grandmaster series. If this is the first time you guys are watching my channel, by the way, I have full playlists of all these challenges. If you guys want to see Mass Goes to Grandmaster or Raven Heading to Grandmaster, make sure to check out the playlist on my channel. And of course, leave a subscription if you are enjoying it. Subscribing is free. So just click that button, make sure to not miss out on any future videos and enjoy the content. Now, this is the second video I'm doing where I'm playing in the ESL Open Cup with this. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a weekly ESL Cup with a lot of money and points for the global circuit, meaning that most of the European top pro gamers are participating in this, and it's a very high level tournament. As you can see by me hitting a Grandmaster in the first round of the tournament. Well, it's actually the second round. My seed is decent, so I got a free win in the first one. In the last week, I got a 6k player as my first opponent, so this tournament is definitely super stacked. And we're going to start a little bit easier with 5-4, but it's still going to be a tough challenge. I feel like last week I did definitely get away with a little bit of luck, so that's nice. Now I'm going to be playing Raven Hellion here, so I'm going to go open gas first, make a Reaper, to make it appear as if I'm playing normal. Now what is funny to me is that he mentioned to me that I will destroy him because he watches my YouTube, and he actually told me before I could beat him with Ghost only. Now, that's definitely going to be a tough challenge, but I don't think he knows that it's actually coming for him too, you know? I think he probably expects me to play normal, but as soon, that's going to be the tricky part here. As soon as he sees that I'm playing Raven Hellion, I'm sure he will pick up on it and just assume that I'm gonna keep making Ravens and Hellions for the rest of the game. As someone who watches my YouTube, he must be pretty familiar with the patterns. You know, we are 25 episodes deep or so into Raven Hellion to Grandmaster, so if he would not have picked up on those patterns by now, I would be a little bit surprised. Now, I didn't see a depot. I actually didn't really pay attention to the factory timing that much, so I'm not sure if it was a gas first or a racks first. I still think it was a standard racks first with a depot made at the Reaper jump up spot. But I guess we will confirm later. Here we're going to start making my Hellions. Probably going to take this back base as my third. And I'm not sure yet how exactly I want to approach this game. I just have really good memories. I kind of pick the maps on feeling more than like, what do you call it, being rational, I guess. Because on this map, I feel like I just have very good memories playing Raven Hellion, so I wanted to do it again. And similar, the next map is Data Sea. I have some really good memories on that map, making nukes in particular against Terrans. So that's why I probably want to play Ghost only there. So I could always switch it up and go for Cheese or something. We'll see what I feel like doing, basically. I'm gonna send this Reaper across the map. Try to get some scouting done. Probably keep the Hellions at home for now. Okay, there's no Reaper jumping in my base yet. Obviously, I don't really have anything that's too suspicious to scout up until this point. So far, my build actually looks completely normal. And that's what he would think if he scouted my base. Let's see. He's going for... Oh, okay. This looks a bit rough, guys. He's going for double Cyclone with Macfield. Now, how could I counter this? This actually seems like a decent counter to my style. Wait, if that's only one Cyclone, I can kill it early. No, this is going to be a rough one. Yeah, oh my god, this is a crazy counter to my build. I think it is intentional, actually. I don't think he meant to counter it. But maybe we can get some decent trades. He's not microing fantastically here, I have to admit. So I'm actually gonna get those units, most likely. Alright, so we killed 3 Cyclones. The problem is that he is strongly outproducing me. I'm actually considering... I'm actually gonna do it. For the first time ever, I'm gonna go for the second factory, like my TVP build against a Terran. And I know it seems crazy. Okay, I'm gonna just have to attack this. The only way for me to stop this from snowballing is just by keep going over and over. I'm gonna kill this one very fast. And I'm gonna go for the second Cyclone as well. He's not using it to attack my Hellions right now. So this should also be a pretty nice kill. Okay, I'm definitely gonna kill this Cyclone. There we go. And then I might even be able to get that one. Oh, the auto turret. 3 hits from that auto turret. Yeah, this is actually not looking that bad, guys. I thought I would have taken more damage by now. Obviously, I am, you know, outside of commentating every single breath I make. I am fully tryharding here. Because I do not want to go down this early. Whenever I do one of these episodes, I want to make it special and a long episode. So I do not want to lose this one too easily. Now, oh, actually, I thought I had the Raven upgrade already. That's a little bit unfortunate. Gonna scan his base. He's making another factory. He really is just going for mass Cyclones. Now, despite losing workers, I would guess my economy is still a little bit better. Because his build was actually very inefficient. 2 factory, unless he had a hidden base somehow, 2 factory before expansion. Should be something I can out macro. Now, I think I explained this in my Raven Hellion to Grandmaster series at some point. Not a lot of people play like this. I have played against it before. The biggest trick here is that whoever attacks is in a disadvantage very strongly, because it's all about numbers. If I have too many Hellions for the Cyclones, like, neither party can really run away. If I attack him, he has 4 Cyclones. No, he probably has more than that. Let's say he has 6 Cyclones. He locks onto 6 Hellions. They're dead right away. If I don't have the right amount of units to overpower him, that could just be it. But I do think I've produced a lot of Hellions. Hellions do make very fast. And I think combined with these Ravens, if I get the perfect fight... Let's see. I have 3 disables on those. I could disable 3 siege tanks. Or, you know, 3 Cyclones, of course. Let's see what he has. There's no wall off, interestingly enough. Okay, there we go. I got a bunch. Oh my god, the Hellions are gonna get so much splash here, I think. But this fight actually looks amazing for us. All the SCVs are gonna go down here too. Look at the Cyclones just sitting there like sitting ducks, not doing anything. And now we can actually save the Ravens. And I have enough Hellions to continue here. I think there's only 1 Cyclone left. Oh, the SCV blocked his depot. He's gonna lose all of these SCVs as well. Let's get the Cyclones first. The Cyclones are hella annoying. And I need to take the 3rd behind this as well. He does have another Cyclone there. I think I'm just gonna try and kill this siege tank here. There we go. Alright, guys. I know it looked convincing, but that start could have gone really bad for us. If he attacked at the right time with the right amount of Cyclones, I'm pretty sure we die. So this was close. The double factory actually coming in clutch, hitting him super hard. Now, we won game 1 with Raven Hellion. Let's go for game number 2. Alright, game number 2 on Data C. I think I'm just going to stick to my plan and go for the Ghost style. If you guys are wondering how Ghost only can work against Terran, the answer is it can't. And in the series of Ghost to Grandmaster, we found out the same. So what I did in my Ghost to Grandmaster series is that I moved on to phase 2, giving myself a little bit more freedom. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a regular opening. I'm going to make 2 Reapers and 2 Cyclones. And then I'm going to get into Ghost only with Medivacs. Try to get some really big nukes off. And I'm not sure what it is about this map, but this map has allowed me to hit some really good nukes. And that's what I'm hoping here for as well. I know at the end of Ghost to Grandmaster series, a lot of people were a little bit sad. So maybe we can reenact some of that magic here in an actual big tournament. That would be fantastic. Now, I still think the last game, you know, we definitely were a bit lucky, but there's nothing wrong with that. I do think his playstyle, we need to keep it in check because, I don't know, that was kind of sketch. I feel like if he does that build again, with the build I'm going to do here, I would have no chance, pretty much because Ghost, I'm not sure if there's a worse unit against Cyclones than the Ghost. Like, a Ghost literally does nothing against the Cyclone. So if we face the same build, that could be rough. But that's why I'm extra happy we won that first game, because usually what happens in tournaments, if you beat someone, playing a certain strategy, they're unlikely to do it again because they're like, okay, this got absolutely dunked on. It's probably not smart to try this again. So right now there is a lower chance, or a smaller chance I should say, that he plays that strategy, which is very good for us because that strategy would absolutely stomp us. Now there are some outplays possible, such as, you know, cloaking and surrounding the Cyclones, for example, but I do think that would be very difficult. Now let's see if he's doing something of the same. He's walling off his base this time. Now, normally this is not suspicious, but because this guy did such a weird build in the last game, I do find it a little bit suspicious. It's kind of like that saying goes. I don't know if you guys know this saying, but it's very old. It's like the cheesiest thing a cheeser can do is play macro, you know? And at this point, I'm just going to be suspicious of everything he does. And then if he does play a normal macro game, it might actually work out pretty well for him, because I'm expecting something crazy to come out. Like, this is already something I normally don't do. I'm sending my SCV back to hopefully get some kind of second scout. Normally, I would just send that SCV home and, you know, enjoy my extra minerals from that one SCV, I suppose. But now, I am not trusting him, and I'm actually going to send it back. Now, the scariest thing... Oh, yeah, it is actually a Reaper cheese. Okay, I think I'm... You know, I want to stick to the rules and not make any more units. I'm actually I'm not sure what to do right now. I'm making an extra marine. I guess I am allowed to make units against cheeses, so I will. As soon as one cyclone is ready, I will go back to my normal plan, though. Let's see. So this is most likely, I want to say, a 3 racks. Because there's no expansion or anything yet. Which means there could be an absolutely absurd amount of units coming my way right now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, oh, really good initial fight there. You can see he has a lot of Reapers, but I'm gonna get a Cyclone out, which is gonna be really nice. I'm really good at microing these. Oh, we're gonna lock him in. Yes, let's go. The depot. All right, well, we didn't get to make Ghost, but honestly, guys, with this win, we have another chance. We moved on to round 3. Let's freaking go. All right, guys, our second opponent of the day is gonna be our hardest challenge yet. We are playing against a top 20 Grandmaster. Yeah, this is going to be incredibly hard. I'm definitely going to try to use my cheese for the series. Not this game. This game, I'm actually going to play the Ghost Challenge. And normally you would ask me, why the hell would you do that against Protoss? It's probably the reason you quit that challenge. It's because on this map, I might be able to get away with my proxy Ghost strategy. And last game, I didn't get to make Ghost anyway, so I think it would be fun to try at least. One thing that I thought was really funny from the comments, by the way, last week when I did this, was people saying, if you want to win, you shouldn't use the bomb cloud. If you guys don't know what that is, bomb cloud is basically flying your CC to the next base at the start of the game, basically giving yourself a massive handicap. But what is funny is that the bomb cloud is probably my highest MMR challenge ever. Like, I know it sounds impossible, but I actually got almost 5.9k MMR playing the bomb cloud, so... I thought that the comments that I got about that were actually really funny, because it is one of my stronger challenges. I also don't know how, guys. I also don't know how, but it really is. Now, for game number 1 here, I'm going to be playing Ghost only. Game number 2 kind of depends on if I win or I lose. If I lose, I'll definitely try to use cheese, because cheese is undoubtedly my strongest challenge, because with cheese, you know, you can beat players of any level, really. So if I lose, I'll definitely cheese to at least try to get to a game 3. If I win... Which is kind of hard to imagine against a Protoss this high MMR. I think his peak was probably, if you guys are wondering, I think it was about 6.4k or 6.5k MMR. So you guys can probably imagine the kind of challenge I'm in for. I really hope he didn't wall that off. Okay, doesn't look like there's a wall there. Oh no, there is a wall. Guys, we are in a massive amount of trouble. I'm gonna do it anyway. There's nothing else I can do, guys. Oh no, it's gonna finish. I don't know if he sees me already, by the way. I think the building might have to finish. Oh no, he did actually see me. Alright, then what am I gonna do now? Is I'm gonna make Cloak, I think. I mean, this game is probably already lost. We took a huge gamble. I really would have never expected him to actually wall that off, by the way. Like, I just haven't seen that in ages, so that is just very unfortunate. Now, I'm just gonna try to make Cloak. And wait, where's the... Oh, there's SCV. Okay, and I think I'll just make a barracks here and try to do some really weird stuff with Cloak, basically. He's making a Stargate. All right, that is interesting. Is there a way for me to save this? I'm probably just gonna make a barracks. This is just gonna be insane. At this point, it looks like I'm massively trolling. In reality, I'm not. It's just like I pretty much lost the game when he scouted. I mean, I had to take a massive risk there. And I'm gonna see, guys. There's always a chance we don't give up. Maybe I'll get a massive nuke or something. I have no idea. He's probably confused as hell why that is not a factory, by the way. He's like, huh? Where's the factory at, dude? But I guess we'll see. Yeah, the nuke is pretty much my biggest chance here. Oh my god. Okay, guys. This was the most random, insanely lucky game ever. But we took a risk. Now, let's mess him up with some cheese. Alright, game number 2. We're gonna go for some cheese. I'm not quite sure what cheese is the best to use against Protoss. Now, one thing that's really sad about last game, by the way, is that we're playing as an excellent player. But that last game had absolutely nothing to do with skill, you know? It was like, if like a player 1000 MMR lower literally would have put their gateway there and then found my barracks the same way they did, I also would have lost. So ideally I would have gotten outplayed there, but instead I kind of owned myself, which is unfortunate. Happens to the best. Also pretty sure I built my barracks in the scouting path, so I wasn't even lucky. I just built it in the worst possible position ever. Now the build I'm gonna do here is Proxy Reaper. And then, I mean, there's actually a lot of follow-ups I can do to Proxy Reaper with cheese. I don't have to commit to doing like a one base or anything. That's what makes this my strongest build I can do in this series, because you know, a Proxy Reaper and then macroing behind it also counts as cheese. So it is going to be a relatively strong build order. Now ideally I do want to attack him though, but it kind of depends on what he does. There's actually a little bit of a funny backstory here, by the way, because we're playing on Stargazers. Stargazers, everyone knows, is a good map for Protoss. Actually in both matchups, but against Terran it's also very good for Protoss, which is what matters here. But Arrowfire, my opponent, actually didn't know until he watched my stream and saw me veto the map, and he was like, wait, oh no, I think it was maybe a pro Terran that vetoed, and he was like, wait, why would he veto that map? And there were like other Protoss players in my chat, they were like, wait, what? And he was like, that map is good for Protoss? And they were like, yeah. So if I lose on this map now, it's only because he watched my stream and figured out this map was good for Protoss. That would be a little bit unfortunate. Now he's actually not denying my factory. That's nice. I do want to get a bunker up. I'm not doing any damage right now. What I learned from last game is that he does make a zealot, which means that the bunker is not really going to do any damage, but I can still make it to annoy him, basically. This is how you make a bunker against Protoss. You build it in a very annoying spot in the mineral line, and then the zealot he made is probably going to come up and kill it. There we go. You can do a little bit of SCV micro, hope RNG is on your side. Oh, there we go. Not sure when the Stalker is going to finish. And then behind this, I'm going to do something very tricky. RNG, please. Okay, there we go. Not the best RNG ever. Oh, yeah, that is actually faster than I thought. Okay. That is all good. So I want to see what he's going to make here. I think that was a... Was that a battery that he canceled? It probably was a battery. At least I heard something cancel. Wait, what? Did you guys see the range on that? I feel like that shot me from the entire map away. What was that all about? Okay. Oh no, guys, I lost the Reaper. Well, actually, it's not the biggest deal here, to be fair. It could be a lot worse, but not my most brilliant early game performance ever. The problem here now is that he could walk across the map, and then I don't really have enough to deal with it. Especially the Zealot is actually a little bit of a problem. This build is definitely better against players that don't make Zealots that early. Yeah, if I lose this game, it would actually be a bit annoying, because that would make this episode a bit of... Oh no, I made another mistake. Guys, I feel like I'm washed up again. It was only yesterday since I was last washed up. Well, let me kill an SCV quickly, so I can actually make a Marauder. Okay, we're gonna get the Zealot. That is really nice. There we go. Okay, I was 100% sure I made that depot, by the way. That's why I'm saying I'm washed up. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I thought I had it. Let's see. Okay, first Stalker is dead. That's really nice. Second Stalker is dead too. Maybe not yet. There you go. Now it's dead. Let's go. This is a huge start. The powerful cheese. I don't know if he's playing Stargate behind it though. This could definitely be a Stargate or something, and then it would still not be that great. Let's see what he has. Oh, he actually doesn't have anything. Guys, the cheese is gonna pull us back into the series, I think. Let's freaking go. Now he's making a Stalker. That's just gonna die to the Marauders. Alright, awesome, guys. We have another shot here. I did lose a probe to a Hellion. That is actually slightly embarrassing, to be honest, but okay. I'm not happy with this game at all, but I did a cheese, and the cheese worked. Now, what I need to do now is reset my mental, because if I keep playing this level, I'm not gonna win game 3. I need to take a few minutes break, reset my mental, and hit him really hard with one of my good builds in game number 3. Let's go. Alright, game number 3. Guys, for this game, I was debating whether to play Cyclone Mine, because that's just completely untested and it could actually be very strong. Or playing the Raven timing. And I think I want to give the Raven timing another shot, though it's definitely very risky. It's also, the tech didn't really come into play in the last few games, but technically he did beat me once with a Stargate and lost with a Twilight. So that could also force him to play Stargate, which would obviously just annihilate the Raven challenge. But yeah, I feel like the Bomb Cloud maybe a little bit too weak for a 6-2 Protoss. I mean, I did beat Protoss players higher than that, so on paper it should be the best build. But I feel like the last few times I didn't do as well with it. The Penguin Brothers, same story. Don't think I could beat him with Viking Hellbat. So I'm just gonna put it all on the line with my fantastic Raven Hellion timing and hope it works. And then maybe next time we can try the Cyclone Widowmine in this challenge. I would also love to see how it does. I guess there would be a little bit of a spoiler for you guys. Let's say I absolutely destroy this guy with Cyclone Mine. You guys would be like, okay, he's gonna get GM easily, you know? Or if I get absolutely destroyed, you're like, okay, he's never gonna get Grandmaster. So that would be a little bit of a spoiler maybe. But for this game, I'm gonna do my Raven challenge. Last episode, I did this as well on this map against a 6k Protoss. And I died to a Blink-All-In. Though in all fairness, that was a 5-gate Blink-All-In, which is a super rare build. And I can't imagine that he is going to do the same here. Like, that build was absolutely crazy. If it happens twice in a row, that would be absolute insanity. Now, I think he might actually be surprised that I'm expanding here. I've already cheesed him twice. And based on the games we played, he might not realize I'm doing challenges, because from his POV, I basically just cheesed him twice. He doesn't know that I tried to do a ghost-only game and then did my cheese-only game to Grandmaster, you know. He doesn't know that. For his POV, I just cheesed him twice. So he's probably a little bit surprised to see me go for a normal expand here. And what's good for us is that since he doesn't know I'm playing challenges yet, he might actually not do anything crazy to counter my strategy. I feel like I had a few episodes, or no, it was actually just one best of 3 in the last episode. I'm trying to see on the minimap if his probe is coming back. I didn't think I saw his probe come back. Yeah, exactly. Good awareness there. Gonna kill his probe there and not have my command center denied. But yeah, in the last episode I played against the Protoss that ended the episode, and he basically 2-0'd me by just doing insane all-ins countering my challenges, pretty much. Now this guy is definitely not going to do the same, which is what I was trying to say. I think because of the stress of the games, I'm not getting out of my words very well, but I'm doing my best. So some days I'm just playing a little bit worse as well. I feel like normally I play a bit better than this and it's easier to do all the commentary. Now it's a little bit hard because I'm making a lot of small mistakes. Just like not saturating that gas, probably another small mistake. Now let's see what he's doing here. Please no... Okay, it is a Twilight. Alright, well, we know what to do. There's no doubt about it. We scouted a Twilight. We know what to do. We're gonna go for that infamous mass Hellion triple Raven timing. We've beaten a lot of Protoss players with this. I don't think we've beaten anyone quite this high in MMR with it. But, you know, doesn't hurt to try, I guess. Let's see if we can save the SCV. Okay, I'm gonna save this SCV. With a grenade? Watch this grenade. Okay, that is Pog. That is a sick save, actually. Let's freaking go, guys. Now, the reason I'm making this extra gas is because I actually forgot my gas for a second at the start. So I just want to start my factory a little bit faster. Since I've messed up a little bit on the macro department, this is going to be a little bit more all-in than I want it to be, sadly. But it is what it is. Oh no, they're not all coming together. Oh, it's still going to jump! Let's go! This is a really good entry here. Can we get a big shot? Okay, I'm going to go into the main now. Oh, we got a few lined up. That is really good. Good damage, guys. Okay, nice. Wow, the damage is huge. Hey, this is a really good start. Another one? Wow, we actually got that other one too. That is fantastic. Okay, guys. Really good start. That's exactly what we needed. Now, 2 extra... Well, I couldn't tell if it's a 4-gate blink. It kind of looks like it might just be a delayed robo with a 3rd base. 4-gate blink would make a lot of sense on this map, by the way. That is a little bit scary. We have learned in the past that sometimes I am not able to defend it if I sacrifice Hellions. But I did do an incredible amount of damage here, which leads me to believe we should be in a decent spot with our build. Getting my Hellions up too. Because of the 3rd gas, I was actually able to afford my Raven in time, which is nice. Could even get the upgrade, actually. Or is that a little bit too greedy? Yeah, I can't really afford my Hellions if I get that upgrade, never mind. Keep in mind, I do have to hit a strong all-in timing, so... cannot be wasting my resources and upgrades that I can't actually afford. I'm gonna get it now. I'm skipping a lot of SCVs for this. Oh, I forgot to check for the observer. Let's see, is there an observer? Yeah, maybe that was actually a delayed robo that I saw. Huh. I still would love to kill an observer though, if it comes. I definitely do not want to... Ooh, okay. Ooh, wow, he's going in hard straight away. Let's go, we're gonna get so much damage here. No, my heli stopped moving. Oh, that is painful, guys. Ah, crap. I definitely just missed an opportunity for a huge volley there. That is unfortunate. But I'm going to be able to produce a lot of units during this. Hopefully get like another big missile up and stuff. Okay. Oh, SCVs, please! What are you doing? No, my SCVs bugged out so hard. Because they're an auto repair. Okay, it's getting spicy here. I mean, we are still alive. See? Okay, he gets one. Okay, now I'm gonna go for it. Where am I? I just never getting an auto turret here. Or an interference. What is it called? An anti-armor missile. I had so much energy, but there was just no... I'm gonna lose this game because of the auto repair. That is fucking tragic, actually. I am very upset with this. Very, very, very upset right now. I'm gonna lose this game because of the auto repair. That is... Look at that. Oh, no. I can't believe I'm going to lose a game to that. This is actually... I'm not even kidding. This is the most upsetting loss on my YouTube so far. I'm actually going to lose because of the... I thought I turned it off. Why is it not turned off? Piss off. Alright. Well, I mean, now the game is over. Alright. God. Yeah, this is probably the angriest you guys will see me. This is really upsetting. Wow. Okay. Let me show you guys what happened. It was actually only 4. Okay, for a second I thought it was 5, but it was actually only 4 gates. Man, I can't believe I lost to the SCVs being on auto repair of all the things I could have lost to. That is actually crazy. Check this out. So at this point, this is looking normal, right? This is kind of like... I mean, I always say it, we should probably lose to this. But with some micro, you know, with some mistakes from the Protoss opponent, we have a good chance. But this is looking pretty normal. Then here, I thought I A-moved my SCVs. This was actually before the auto repair part even. I thought I A-moved my SCVs, but instead, I just A-moved... I maybe even right-clicked them there or something. All they were doing is blocking my Hellions. Didn't get a volley off. Well, anti-armor missiled. Very, very unfortunate there. Then here, I put them on auto repair. And this is what happens. They're just blocking my Hellions. Because I didn't... For some reason, I just forgot that in the A move, they will still try to repair my units. So they were just blocking all my units. Then at the same time... this is actually something I'm bad at, so it's definitely my fault. I cannot read the energy on these things. So all the time, I was thinking... They probably almost have an anti-armor missile, right? Anti-armor missile, 75 energy. It was just 66. They never got it. I was just waiting to get it. They actually never got it. And then once again... SCV stuck in the back. They started repairing these freaking turrets instead of... That is actually tragic. This game actually hurt my soul a little bit. And this was the freaking salt in the wound. Okay, guys, look at this. This is the salt in the wound. Look at the energy upgrade. And look at when the Raven finishes. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. You guys know what the difference there is? The difference is having an anti-armor missile or not. I feel like I got roped out of the anti-armor missile 4 times this game. That was actually crazy. Man, this actually got me a little bit hot-headed. Yeah, very unhappy with this. I really think there was a chance. Because of that start, I think there was a... there was a chance we could have beaten him. How many workers did we kill? 16 workers. There was a chance. Unfortunate, guys. I guess you guys get to see me at my worst right now. Hope you still enjoyed the video, enjoyed my suffering. Make sure to like it if you did. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.